When you go out lionfish hunting, everybody wants to get more lionfish. So before we go out today, we wanted to pass on a couple of tips that we've come up on in our practice. The first thing that we've come up on is how big a spear you need. And the spears range from anywhere from just a couple of feet long to 5 or 6 feet long. This is a 3-foot model that's advertised for lionfish hunting. This is a 4-foot model with the spear tip on that makes it about 5 feet long. We found these to be much better. The longer ones allow you a little more power and allow you to reach under ledges and things like that. The short one is good for just incidental lionfish hunting. If you're carrying it along on another dive or something like that while you're doing something, you can get the smaller fish, 7 to 8 inches, 15, 18 centimeters long. Other than that, the big one is the way to go. Here you can see how the longer spear gives you that extra reach to reach back into the holes and the crevices where the lionfish like to hide, as well as giving you some extra power because of the longer band and the longer shaft. The other thing that we found, especially starting out, is that if you use a straight arm, almost like a pool cue, you really increase your odds of hitting where you're aiming. So start out shooting like this, looking right down the spear to your target, you'll have a better shot. As you get more experience, you'll be able to move the spear around and things like this. But the greater the angle between the spear and your eye, the harder it's going to be to hit. So start out, take the time, make that straight arm shot, you'll do a lot better on your hits. This is what it looks like when you're sighting down that shaft using a straight arm, and this is what your sight picture looks like when you're looking down that shaft. As you get a little more practice, you'll be able to move away from the straight arm in order to get some of those more awkward locations. So the next thing we want to talk about is where to aim on the fish. And we're going to use this short spear just because it's easier to handle. And Nemo here is going to stand in for our lionfish. Lionfish aren't fast swimmers, but they're very quick, okay? So where you want to shoot is into the face. You want a 30-degree cone all around the fish that you want to shoot into. So anywhere all the way around here is going to be a high percentage shot. If you shoot from the side, I'll give you 50-50 that you're going to miss. From the tail, you're probably going to miss 9 out of 10 times because they'll get out of the way before you can get them. So remember, take the time to set up that shot into the face from the front. And if they're facing away, sometimes if you'll just hold still and be patient, they'll get curious and turn around and look right at you, zap. You want to try to get all of your shots into that 30-degree cone shooting into the face. Most of them will be from the side, but don't forget you can shoot from above or below and still be in that cone. Sometimes with a little patience, the fish will get curious and turn right into you for an easy shot. If you're getting a little too close to the fish with the spear tip, they'll often flare up and you can back off and they won't run away. This is a good example of poor positioning and a lack of patience in setting up the shot. You can see from shooting into the side or even from a little bit behind the fish how quick they are and can get out of the way. This is much better technique in setting up the shot to shoot into that 30-degree cone into the fish's face. Once you spot a lionfish, you may have to do some swimming to get into a good position for the shot. That may be repositioning again if the fish turns away from you. And you can even get creative in setting up that shot. Alright, so now we know everything we need to know to go get some lionfish. Remember, shoot from the front, shoot them in the face. Use the right size spear and use that straight arm to sight right down the spear to get more shots. So let's go get some lionfish. Save the reef, have some lunch at the same time.